Hello and welcome to...
Oh, it's the game we're playing tonight. Also, Steve's here now! This is a play-along stream. So, you can play along with us, but we're playing Welcome To, designed by... It's French.
Benoit Turpin?
Benoit Turpin. And originally published by Blue Cocker Games, and coming to English markets from Deepwater Games. Pre-orders open now. This is the last day to pre-order Welcome To. If you would like Origins pickup as your option, you can go to a link down below in the doobly-doo, or if you're on Twitch, scroll down and click the button. It's welcometogame.com, and a percentage of today's sales will be donated by Deepwater Games to the National Alliance to End Homelessness. So if you would like to pick up a great game and also help a great cause, today is the day for that. We have a Xena head just sticking between, she's like,
Yep.
Guys, this is the third stream tonight. Where's the chewies?
Xena would also like donations to a great cause, but that great cause is her.
Yeah.
And her belly.
Her belly. So this is a play-along stream for this game. This game is a roll and write, but there's no dice. So some people call it a flip and fill. Some people call it a random write. I like random write. Yeah. Isaac gave me that last night.
Thanks, Isaac.
Isaac's the best. So this is a roll and write. So every player is going to have their own player score sheet, and then they're going to fill it out with a pen. And you can play along at home by downloading a player sheet. If you're watching on YouTube, there's a link down below to BGG where you can go and download the player file, print it out, and play along with us. Or if you're watching on Twitch, over on the Twitch chat side, we have an awesome mod hanging out there, pasting the link for that. So if you can post that again, Madbona, that would be great. But if you need the player sheet and you're joining late, just ask Madbona and she will link it. She is awesome. Madbona is awesome. She's been here for all 3 streams as well. And she won the last one. Da-da-da.
Persistence pays off.
It does. I got worse. My score got worse. Okay. So we're going to do like a little bit of an unboxing to show what's in the box. This stream is sponsored by Deepwater Games because, hey, I work for them. I'm the marketing director at Deepwater Games. So it's sponsored by me because I was like, hey, content creator, make a stream of this game. And me being the content creator was like, okay, send me a copy of the game. And then my marketing director self was like, you have the only copies of the game in your company. Play with those. Anyway, let's do it.
Oh, are we live?
Yeah. Oh, yes, we're live.
Do you need to tweet?
Oh, I do need to tweet. Thank you for letting me know. I forgot. Why do you look scared? I took a selfie while I was driving of our new car and sent it to my grandfather, and he replied with, why do you look scared? That's great. Okay.
Because getting a car is scary.
It is getting scary. It's a new used car. We're gonna take a selfie. The third and final.
This is one. The first time I played it, Tiffany was at Gamma, and I had just flown in to Reno, and I basically got taken to the casino that the con was held at. And Tiffany was like, okay, you need to play this game. And I was very exhausted and did not want to play anything.
Did not.
And I somehow managed to learn the rules and play and enjoy it. But I was definitely in the state of just like, please, yeah. I was not into it, but then I played it and I did like it. So
yep,
it was easy to get into.
It's good. All right, let's take a we're live selfie. Try not to look scared. Apparently, I look scared in my selfies. Maybe it's because I do my open mouth like... No, that's not scared. Alright. We got photobombed by the boxes behind us. Alright. It's more fun when you're here. Just like life in general. It's more fun when you're here. Okay. Charles is a new town.
I feel like that's gonna be an epitaph in my tombstone.
Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Let's do an open boxing. So we're still gonna open this. So, just so those are curious, this is the size of the box. It's 8 inches by 8 inches, right? I don't remember. I had to measure it once. I didn't remember. But it comes with a pad of these beautiful printed sheets, and there's 100 of them. So you can play 100 times by yourself, or with 100 people once, or 10 times with 10 people. Yeah, or 30 times with 4 people. There's options. You're getting a call. Oh, you're making a Xena picture. So that's the pads. We actually are going to play not with these. I actually have laminated some to help with reusability and also make the game last longer. So we're actually going to be playing with laminated ones, but I wanted you to see the beautiful pad. Then there is a big old deck of cards, and there's 81 cards in this deck, and we need to take that out. And this is the back sides, and the backs are all these like different bonus actions, and then the front are house numbers. And then there's another deck of cards that I put in a baggie so it wouldn't get mixed up with that one. And these are objectives, and there are 3 different types. There's blue rimmed, yellow rimmed, or pink rimmed, and you need that. Then there's a rule book, which you don't need because you're watching this. And this is I want to say this is the Blue Cocker edition. So it's the French English from them. So there are French rules, and then there are English rules. If you get the Deepwater Games version, there will only be English rules. So there's that. Then there are player aids, which are great. And we're going to leave one out to help, like just to have on camera. But these kind of remind you in a language independent way what the different symbols mean. And then the backs are these like cute ads that their artist did, that the Blue Cocker artist did. So it's pretty good. They're pretty friggin' cute. I like them a lot. And then, like I said, you can play this game solo. This is like a legacy solo achievement thing. There's a French side and an English side in this edition. But you can so like for example, minimalist diplomat by completing all 3 plans. So like you complete all, you win a game against the AI. You can win or lose in the solo game. It's not just score based. But like different objectives for like winning different ways. So that's kind of fun. It's kind of cool.
What? Where's that car? That car is neat.
Yeah. You would like that car. You would. Okay. So.
I mean, if there aren't any roads,
it's
definitely
don't need
a plus.
Yeah. So the very first part of this game, very important step, is you have to name your town. And I've played twice now with Ichiville because I normally name them Ichiville. But I think I'm gonna try and be more creative because Steve's here. No? Maybe? I don't know. I usually just resort to Ichiville. This is the hardest part of the game, is naming your town. Name your town, people. I'll name mine in a minute. BTTO. Yeah.
I've named my town.
Hello, Bob Wyman.
What?
I saw your
my tweet.
I know, I saw your town name. Oh. Hipster Dad. Mad Boda named their town Hipster Dad. I like it.
I don't know. I haven't heard of it. It must be pretty cool.
Coopta. Kupta? Bob's going for Kupta.
If he's the mayor, does that make him King Kupta?
Kuptaville.
Kuptaville. Oh.
Well, that's it for tonight's stream.
Good one, Bob.
Thanks.
Bob wins.
Yep. Oh, the app won't let you. Oh, I didn't know you couldn't name the towns in the app. That stinks.
There's an app?
Yeah, there's an app. You can play with the app. It's on Android and on iOS. That's what
Oh.
this QR code goes to on the side of the boxes.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
I wanted to take one of those earlier today.
A QR code?
No.
Or a box?
No.
An app.
Yeah.
Oh. Alright. So when you play this game, the big deck of like house numbers, you randomly you divide it equally into 3 piles. For teaching purposes, am not doing that right now. I'm just going to half parse it. Then what we do is we flip over the top of the app, the top of the deck, so that we see the backs. So this is a simultaneous game, so we can play with as many players as we have player sheets. So every round, there's going to be 3 options, and this is just very coincidental that it's 6, 7, 8. I don't think she's gonna make it another stream, Daddy. I'm gonna be honest. I don't think she's gonna do it. The name of the game is Welcome to. But yeah, so you will select one of these columns, and you will write the house number of the column you pick on one of your houses. So there are 3 streets, boop, 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 and you can write the house number on any street you want, but each street needs to be sequential. So, there's this street, they need to be sequential from 0 to 15. So the card numbers go from 1 to 15, but they're a bell curve, so there are more 8s than there are anything else in the game.
Or not necessarily sequential, they need to be ascending.
Ascending,
Yeah.
but sequential.
Yeah.
They don't need to be consecutive.
Yes, okay.
That's the
Sequential,
word.
but not
Yes. They need to be sequential and not consecutive. So you don't have to be like 1, 2, 3, 4. You could be like 1, 4, 5, 6, 9, 11. Like, yeah. Thanks for licking my toes, you know? And each street is independent. So this street can be 1 through 15. This street is 1 through 15. This street is 1 through 15.
If this were a post-apocalyptic game, they would be like warring fiefs. Or
Just
villages.
across the alleys. That's like
Yeah.
a large defense section.
No, it
like
is.
this
Well,
alley.
there's fences.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I'm slowly turning this game into
You are making this teaching take way longer now.
Yep.
Cena's looking at my toes still. So you
I told you. You said it was more fun when I come home.
Okay. Stop, Xena. Okay. So you pick one of the house numbers and you write it on one of the houses. So now her head is in my crotch. It's cool. The last Play stream was like way different, and now Steve's home and it's just way more chaotic. Yes. She sleeps when he's not here. And then he gets home and she's like, hey. Alright, so I'm going to be like, oh cool, I'm gonna put an 8 right here. There, I wrote a house number.
Wait,
It's great.
I'm renaming my town. Can you do that? Is that in the rules?
I haven't started yet. Okay. So I would write the house number. Then I can decide to do the bonus action associated with the house number I selected. So that is how this works. And I'm going to go over what each of the bonus actions is now, in fact. So I'm going to go over them in the order that they score for final scoring on the bottom sheet. You're going to have to feed them. Because this one's crying, this one's begging hardcore. You know how to play. Can you please go feed them while I do this? While I teach?
Yeah, I can do that.
You're gonna have to go out the other way, though. He named his town. You can tell him the name of your town later. Okay, so I'm gonna go over teaching really quick. So this first column, we're gonna ignore this for a minute. I'm gonna come back to it. Then this column, this is for the parks. Each street has a park that's associated with it. When you take a house number that has a bonus park associated, you can decide to develop the park on the street that you wrote the house number. So, because I wrote the 8 right there, I can develop this street's park with that bonus park action. So I would cross off the first park, the lowest valued park on that street. Which means this street's park is now worth more points at the end of the game. Which is great, because each street's park value you'll put here at the end of the game. And all of these are like icons around the player aid, which I'll put on the screen when we start playing. So then the next one is pools. So let me see if I can find a card that has a pool on it. Here we go. So let's say this is the next round. So we'll flip new cards. So I cheat and we flip new cards. Hey, this works out well. Okay. So then we have a pool. So with this one, it is it's a 1 and a pool. So if I wanted to use the if I wanted to do the 1 with the pool, that means I can build a house with a pool. So some of the houses have little pools in the backyard, and the only way to build those pools is to do a pool bonus action. So I could just write this 1, I could just be like, oh, I'm going to put it here and not build the pool. But if I want to take advantage of that pool action, I want to make sure that I put this 1 someplace that has a pool in the backyard. And there happens to be a house on the 2nd street that has a pool in it in the backyard. So this marker has been open too long. So I put a 1 here, and then because I have the pool available to me, I would circle the pool to say I built it. Then I would mark off the lowest pool number, because now I will get 3 points at the end of the game because I've made a pool. If I were to create another pool, so if I were to be like, oh, some, future round, I'm like, oh, this is a 4, and I build this pool, I mark off the next one, and now at the end of the game, I'm getting 6 points because I built pools. So that's how pools work. You can always optionally not build the pool if you want. So if I didn't want to build that 1 pool, or if it already existed, I could just be like, oh, I'm just going to put the 1 here and completely ignore the bonus. The bonus is always optional. The other option is you can always build a house that has a pool in the backyard, but unless there's the pool bonus action, you don't build the pool. So if that were the case, let's say that I just, instead of doing this 1 with the pool, I was going to do this one in this first house right here. Because it doesn't have the pool bonus, I would just put the 1, and then I didn't build the pool in the backyard, so I fill it in with concrete or dirt or whatever. Like, it doesn't exist. So I will get no points for that pool. Okay? So let's pools. Pool. Alright. Next up, we actually have the next one. So that's temporary workers or construction workers. In this game, we're 1950s architects, American architects building the American suburb dream development, housing development stuff. And so we want to hire people. We want to hire construction workers. So, oh, hey, James. Thanks for swinging through. So for construction workers, when you take the number, you can use the construction worker to modify the number. So before you write down the number, you're like, oh, I'm going to use the construction worker. And you can modify the number by 1 or 2, up or down. So I could subtract 1 or 2 from this number, making it a 7 or a 6. Or I could add 1 or 2 to this number, making it a 9 or a 10 when I write it. So if I wanted to do that, I would say, oh, sweet, I'm going to make this a 10. I'm going to put the 10 here. And then because I hired a construction worker, I mark off the construction worker. There you go. You can mark off these construction. If you take a house number associated with the construction worker, you can mark off the construction worker even if you didn't use them to modify the number. So if I didn't do the 10, if I was just like, oh, it can be an 8, that's cool, and instead I just do an 8, I would still be able to mark off the construction worker. At the end of the game, the player who has hired the most At the end of the game, the player who has hired the most construction workers will get 7 points. The player who has hired the second most will get 4 points, and the player who has hired the third most will get 1 point. And because this is a simultaneous action game that can support up to 100 players out of the box, multiple people can score these points. So if the most construction workers hired is 7, everyone who hired 7 would get 7 points. Okay? So that is how it works. So that's construction workers. So the next one is fences. So fences help you divide the neighborhood and make estates. And so when you play a fence, so if I had selected this one with the fence, I would write my 1 someplace. So I'm like, oh, great, I really want the 1 fence. So I would be like, oh, I'm going to put my 1 here. And then there are these dotted lines between houses. That's where you can put your fences. So you can put your fence wherever you want. It doesn't have to be adjacent to a 1. So I could be like, oh, cool, I'm going to put a fence down here. And I encourage you to doodle with your fences. Make them shrub fences. This is a shrub fence. So, yeah. The reason fences are important is because when you divide them, like this is now the potential of a size 3 estate. As we play the game, if I manage to fill in all of the house numbers for all of the houses in this little blocked off section, it becomes an estate. And at the end of the game, you will get points for completed estates of different sizes. So this is a size 3 estate because the end of each street has like a free fence built in. So this is a size 3 estate. And so at the end of the game, right now, I would get 3 points per each of my size 3 estates. So I would get 3 points for this, which is awesome. And estates will also help with objectives, which I'll talk about here in a minute. You can increase the value of your estates by doing these actions. So these are investment actions. So this is your investing in estates. So if I were to take this column with the 10 and the investment, I'd be like, oh, okay, cool. I'm going to write the 10 here. And then I pick one of my estate investments or one of my estate sizes to invest in. And so what I would do is this bonus action is you pick one of the estate sizes and you scratch out the lowest value of that estate. So I built a size 3 estate. I want to make size 3s more valuable. So I scratch out the first number in the size 3 estate column, right? And I can pick whatever column I want, but you always do the lower number in that column. Then now at the end of the game, all of my size 3 estates are worth 4 points instead of 3.
So it's free real estate.
It's improved real estate.
Improved real estate.
Yeah. You're basically improving the value of the estates. So yeah. So that's how estates work. You can only have estates that are a size 1 to 6. So keep that in mind. So yeah. Let's erase some more stuff. So then we have the next one, which is the BIS. It's the BIS. It's basically like a split lot in America. This one, you find the icon. There we go. So on this one, you are splitting a lot. So this one allows you to place 2 house numbers in a round as opposed to just 1. So let's say we had a situation where we'd been playing the game. I have a 5 and a 6 right here. I have like an 8. It's a pool, go for me. And then I'm like, sweet, I'm going to take the 6 biz. So I can write the 6 following normal rules. So I'm like, oh, I'm going to put the 6 here. Then I can do the biz action. So the biz allows me to split lot a house I've already built. So I get to duplicate the number. So I could either, because I put a 5 and a 6 here and there's a gap, I could duplicate the 5 and be like, oh, it's a 5B, right? Or I could be like, oh, I'm going to duplicate the 6 I just wrote and make a 6B, right? Or, like, I could even do a 6 in front of the 6 I just wrote and do the 6B like that. So you can duplicate a number by rewriting the number adjacent to the number that you had already had written, and then you put a B on the one that's like further right. So it's still sequential. So that's how the biz works. However, by doing that, we're going to say I did the 5B. By doing that, you have to mark off one of your biz slots. At the end of the game, the lowest number visible in your biz slot is actually subtracted from your score. So you don't necessarily want to do it, but it can help you fill in the weird gaps, and it can help you fill out your estates and neighborhoods faster, if that's something you're interested in. Then the last column is this top part right here is for a variant called roundabouts, and we're not playing with that. So you can just like completely ignore that, okay? The last section, these ones right here, are for when you screw up. So as the game progresses, it's going to get harder and harder to place street numbers because you'll already have a lot of them written in. So if there are 3 options out and you can use none of them, like none of them will work for you, you get a building permit refusal, which means the city doesn't like your plans, and so you mark off one of these hexes. The lowest visible number from these hexes is subtracted from your score, just like the biz. You get 1 permit refusal that won't cost you any points, basically. then the next one will make it so you lose 3 points, and then if you use all 3 of them, not only will you lose 5 points at the end of the game, you will also end the game. Because the game ends as soon as one player has 3 permit refusals, or one player has completely filled out their neighborhood, or one player has completed each of the 3 objectives, which I'm going to talk about right now. So that first column that I was like, I'm going to come back to that, we're coming back to that. So there's these 3 decks. There's a blue rim deck, a yellow rim deck, and a pink rim deck. And you're going to shuffle these and take 1 card from each deck. So we're going to do that one, and we're going to do... Da-da-da.
So I'd say it'd be cool if we had an under the table cam to see the dogs, but maybe not.
That would be a little weird.
Weird.
Then we have a number 2, a yellow rimmed one, and then we have a neighborhood is or all 3. The neighborhood is all 3. You're building like a suburban neighborhood, basically. Each of the rows is a street. All right. Ooh. Okay. So these are our objectives this game. So, whoop, they're not totally visible in camera. Let me bump this up. There we go. Okay, so how these work is each of these has different achievements that we're going for, see you, James, for this game. And as soon as one player has achieved them, they will get the number in the darker gray box, and then the card will be flipped. And for that point on, if anybody achieves it, they will get the numbers, and they will get the other number. So if you achieve it on the round that, if you manage to achieve an objective on the round, if you manage to be one of the first people to achieve an objective, you get more points. So there's a little bit of a race. Otherwise, once one player has completed all 3 objectives, which they'll know because when they score an objective, they write the points they get in the correct circle for it, the game will end. So let's talk about which each of these is. So this one means that you have 2 size 6 estates. So you have to have 2 different size 6 estates somewhere in your neighborhood. They don't have to be on the same street, they just have to be in your neighborhood. When you use a estate to complete one of these objectives, you build a fence behind the estate, like this, to indicate that you've scored this estate for an objective. So you can't use it again for a future or a different objective. Okay? So that's what that one is. You will still get endgame points, though, for that objective. The next one is... Oh, this one's tough. So this one is, for the second street, you want to have all of the pools and all of the parks built on the second street to get this objective, which is tough. That's a tough one. Then, this final one is you have a size 2, a size 3, and a size 5 estate. So there we go. Those are the objectives. Any questions, Mr. I'm reading the rulebook?
No, but it does say that some of these are advanced city plans, so we are playing with advanced city plans.
Huh? Oh no, see, it is called advanced variant. The designer said this was not a variant.
But those plans are the advanced ones. The variant is using the advanced plans.
Oh, I understand. Okay. That explains why these ones are always so hard to do. Okay, cool. We ready? We ready? I got to shuffle the cards.
We are ready. The dogs are happy.
Yes, because you gave them chewies.
That is what happened.
And dinner. You give them dinner and chewies in the time it took me to teach.
I did. I hope they'll remember me when the dog uprising happens. Also...
He named his town New Vegas.
Yeah. I know, Nuketown is also a popular name for people.
I need to think of a name. Thinking of names is hard.
Vault City?
No, don't give me suggestions. It has to be from mine.
New Reno?
Stop it. I'm gonna name mine I'm gonna name it Points Town. I'm not good at naming things. I named a dog Ichi. You're a good girl and your name is great. And you love your name. Right? Yeah. She looked up at me when I said her name.
She's number 1.
She is number 1. She's the best. She's the best dog.
What's the official dish of Pointstown?
The official dish? Like, what does the coffee shop serve?
No, or like the what meal is the town known for?
They're most known for it's
not the main course.
No, it's a main course. You can get it as a main course. It's an open faced it's basically like an open faced wrap or like a open faced sandwich or like an open faced like spring roll or something like that, but there's no bread. There's like no carbs and there's no bread.
Right.
And to make up for that, they use more like lettuce, leafy greens, stuff like that. So
okay, but what would you call it?
I don't know. What would you? They call it.
So it's the Pointstown open face no bread sandwich.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Why don't they just call it the Point salad?
I don't know where you think they thought that I don't know where you think they would have heard that name from before.
Yeah.
This town is in an alternate universe.
Their neighbor Feldville? Oh, Springfeld. That's their neighbors, Springfeld.
Springfeld? I think town name New Angeles. Nice.
I like your town name, Chuck.
It's good. I like how Angela's been here for all 3 streams, but she's been working, so she hasn't really been paying attention to the rules, but she's gonna play this time. But she still doesn't know the rules. I believe in you, Angela.
Darn, I was hoping you'd top all 3 decks with the 6, so it would just be 666.
Alright. Those are not our starting numbers. Are you ready to start playing? I'm ready to start playing. Let's start playing.
Oh,
right. Oh, there's a thing. So when normally in this game, as soon as one player achieves one of these objectives for the first time, they can decide to have the decks reshuffled. But because that's complicated with the internet and it takes longer to reshuffle than we really want, we are going to only reshuffle when the decks run out, which is what you're supposed to do. So so just keep that in mind. Normally, if you're playing at home with your own deck, whoever is the first to achieve the objective could decide to do that. But yeah, okay. Here we go.
I mean, you could have said it in the Mario voice.
Here we go!
There we go.
I like the Irma Luigi. When I grew up, I was the younger sibling, and so I always had to play Luigi. But I feel like in our marriage, I get to play Luigi less. You play Luigi more, because you don't like Mario.
It's what Luigi does.
It's so much more fun with you here. Alright, we're starting. This is the first round. Let's do this. Ooh, a 5 pool right off the bat. Now I have to, I have somebody sitting beside me, so I have to, guard my writing. Dun, 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 dun. So I mentioned in the first stream, each of the numbers has unique card art, which I think is a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, like the cat on the number 4.
Yeah, there's a trash cat on all of the number 4s. Alright, here we go. Boop. Boop. Also, there's like little hidden art. I don't know if you can see it, but somebody has played tic-tac-toe right here and then tried to erase it. But it's like part of the card art. It's not, yeah.
I mean, are you sure?
I have checked.
I'm going to use a temp agent construction worker action thingy.
Yeah.
To turn that 13 into a 15.
You cross out the 0 box if you build the pool. Yep.
Yep.
That's true. It's true.
And you always do the lowest number generally is the one that gets crossed out. But that will often be, like, vertically on the thing, it will be a higher number, but as far as numbers go, it's the lower number. So I always confuse myself when it's being explained.
Mm-hmm. Did we just... Oh, you gave him the small ones, didn't you? So somebody finished hers. Powered through hers. Oh, yay! Awesome, Constance. Constancy. Thanks for coming by and watching.
Yeah, that's right. I was surprised with how thinky it was. I wasn't expecting it to be this thinky.
Yeah, you think roll and writes are easy, and it's like, nope. There's involved strategy on this. Okay. Ooh, a 15 pool. I learned a lesson about 15 pools last game.
Has someone made a roll and write about investing in train companies called Rolling Stock?
I think it's called Steamrollers, actually.
But Rolling Stock, wouldn't that be a good name for a investment train company roll and write? Because like Rolling Stock is
write the number. Write the number. I feel like I should do the 15 pool again because that was a good idea.
I'm pulling for you, Kairos.
Are you doing a pool?
I'm doing an 8 pool.
You're a dork, Kairos. I'm gonna do this.
But yeah, I think Rolling Stock. If you're out there and you're doing a stock investment train dice roll and write game, there's your name, Rolling Stock.
Yep, you give it to you for free because no one would want it otherwise.
Don't have to pull out the truth all the time.
Ooh, 5-5.
All the parks make me think it's like either LA or Jurassic Park. Mostly Jurassic Park. There should just be like a, you know.
Can you take the turn? Like, stop killing time and actually play the game, Kairos.
You're killing my dinosaur dreams.
Look, I know the guy who's doing the art on that. So if you would have put dinosaur on one of them, we can do it. We can make it happen.
It'll be like the panda in Jaipur.
Yep.
There'll just be a dinosaur
the
on
dinosaur
one of them.
park.
They should do a game about a dinosaur park.
They should.
And put it on Kickstarter.
Yeah, that's the only way it would ever make money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We could do different meeples for every type of dinosaur.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Maybe there could be volcanoes.
I don't think there's actually a volcano.
With marbles? Like you fire marbles out of the volcano and it would hit the dinosaurs.
And it would hit
in your dino park, yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Like millions.
Literally. I'm gonna do the 6 park.
Wait, what was...
You're supposed to be playing the game, not making dinosaurs. Jokes.
What was the one I did? Oh, it was the 7 park. I did the park already.
I don't know what you did, but I did the 6 park. I laminated these sheets with our laminator, which is like not a heat laminator, it's like a sticky laminator. So the plastic has like a film on it, and you have to like erase it really good to get it to write really well. Some of these don't write well yet. Steve took the one that wrote well.
Me right.
Could you put the cap on?
Day. I am putting the cap on between turns. Thank you very much.
Sorry. I'm just very sensitive about how you treat these markers.
Didn't you get these markers imported from Germany?
They were on Amazon, but yes, they are a German import.
Stedlitter correctable Lumo color.
Yep. A lot of lower numbers.
Zum Schreiben auf Papier geeignet. Wasserlöschlich.
For writing of paper erasable? I don't know.
Suitable for writing on paper. Yeah.
Well, I got paper. Is geeignet?
Oh, geeignet is probably writing. Oh no.
No, schreiben. Schreiben.
Oh, suitable. Because schreiben is writing and paper. Yeah.
So it's saying
suitable.
Suitable for paper. Oh no. It's saying for writing on paper suitable.
Yeah.
For writing on paper suitable. You have to remember to talk like Yoda when you want to translate German literally.
Silly piece of trivia when we saw
fence placement can be anywhere. Yes. Sorry.
Revenge of the Sith in a German movie theater. A coworker of mine that spoke German told me that in German, in like the German subtitles or dub of Yoda, they made him speak regular. So instead of, because in German the verbs are at the end, so they made Yoda have the verb at like the English place of the verb. So Yoda still talks backwards in German, but they reversed it. That has nothing to do with this game.
It doesn't have anything to do with this game. Guys, I'm gonna do that 10 fence. I find it offensive. This. I shouldn't have done it there, but that's fine. It's all fine.
Everything will be fine.
I'm gonna go with hedge fences. I have a hedge fence.
Did you save enough money to build them? Maybe in your hedge fund?
The hedge fund is actually the money that I raised to save to make the hedge.
That's what I said.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Oh, hey, 886 or 866. Is this a porch panda? Is that what you call these?
Porch panda? Yeah. A porch panda.
So you have a trash cat and a porch panda?
Yep.
I like it.
Don't forget the hat mouse. The hat mouse is under the hat.
Oh, yes. You can't see the mouse. It's under a hat. Why do I like you, Kairos? I'm gonna do this.
The world will never know.
6.
See?
Charles named his first 2 towns Wildside, and they did not do well. They did not do well. Alright. Dun 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 dun. 11.
Ooh, show me the biz.
11 fence and a 3 stock market. I'm gonna do the 11 here, and I will do a biz to do another 11. I forgot to retweet from Deepwater. Whoops. Too much social media.
Makes Jack a dull.
Something like that. Okay. And a flip. Z dips. Z. I'm gonna do this 9. And then I will do a 5B. I'll use another biz. Ba-ba-bow. Oh no! Already? Yeah, I guess you could. Ace got the 2, yeah. Ace got objective number 3. So Ace gets 13 points.
I guess if you used a biz, you could do it. Nice job, Ace.
Yep. If I had been smarter in my placements.
So should we flip it?
Yes, we're gonna flip it. I like to give it a couple seconds so people can write it down. But so Ace, you'll write in your objective 3 slot right there at 13 points. So there we go. I'm realizing I'm screwing myself with this park objective. Because I bizzed it. But that was the only way that was going to get filled in, so. I just didn't need to do that 9 there. Hey, look, a 9 park, which is what I needed to put in that spot that I didn't put. Ooh.
1, you say?
Yep. 1 is the loneliest number that you'll ever do. Let me do the 1 there.
Which one?
Bum, 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 bum.
So is that second one, is that street number 2? Yeah, street number 2 needs... Yeah, a bunch of... That's one's gonna be hard.
I mean, I'm almost there. I need 2 more parks, but I've kind of forgot about it and screwed myself.
It's a risk.
It was a risk.
Okay. It's an investment. Alright.
Boop, 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 boop. Boop. And I move. Ooh, a 2 park.
2 park.
Yeah, I need a 2 park. We're gonna not do this pool, so it's getting cemented.
Whoa.
But I got that park.
You're cementing your victory?
I don't know about victory, but I'm cementing my pool. Filling it in with dirt.
Oh, I can't remember the name of the spoilers, the gentleman that ran New Vegas in Fallout New Vegas. It's gonna make a crack up. I can't remember. He had a name. It was like Mr. Something.
Abush. Abush. And Babadoosh. Do 7 fence. I'll do the fence right here. Okay. Just killing time just in case. Okay.
What did time ever do to you?
So many things. Time has done so many things to me. Oh no! Because I did the 2 and I didn't do the park, I can never do objective 2. I fail so hard. So hard. It's always so difficult. Alright.
Look, a 9 pool.
Yep, I'm gonna do the 9 pool. I feel like an idiot now. I screwed up that street again! Second game in a row.
You feel like an idiot.
Yep. Oh, hi, ZZ.
Yeah, you know that thing where you finish yours really fast and then you just watch your sister finish hers? Yeah, that's life. Life's tough.
It's your own fault.
Yep.
No.
I'm just really looking forward to taking pictures of our dogs in the back of that car and just saying like, well, looks like you're in your element.
Oh my god.
I'm really looking forward to that.
Erase you. I can take it back. We can undo.
There was a movie about being erased that starred Arnold Schwarzenegger. It wasn't apparently very good. It was okay. I never saw the end of it. Oh, that's a lot of fences.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Are you
Offensed?
No. Do you take offense?
I do take offense.
Mad Bona gave me that one last game. I'm not that great at coming up. Yeah, that was all theirs. Objective 2 is you have to do all of the pools. You have to complete and build all of the pools and parks on the 2nd street. And I stupidly cemented this pool. I filled it in. I didn't actually build the pool. I took the 2 and put it there, even though it was bad. So I made it where I can't actually do it. But you just have to build. There's 3 pools on that street, and you have to you have to make the pools on those streets, and then you have to do the 4 parks available on that street.
Zanzibar completed Objective 1.
Dun dun dun! Darn it.
Good job, Zanzibar.
Yeah. Good job. That's Ian. That's Ian Zing. Zanzibar. That's Ian. Alright. You put 10 points on your Objective 1 slot, and then flips the dipser. Alright. And then we keep going.
Oh, I didn't mark another pool that I actually got. So I'm just going to mark it.
No, you don't have to do Objective 3 on Street 3. You just have to do someplace. This one specifically says Street 2 right there. That's why it's Street 2. I like that you're embracing your cheating, but I also don't like that you're embracing your cheating. So I don't know how to feel about it. Lots of chewing under that table. Chew, chew, chew.
Are you training? Are you training for anything in particular?
Nope. Mm-mm.
I don't know, I was misled by the chew, chew, chew. Thought you were training.
I'm gonna take offense after that.
That is, oh wow, that's a lot more fences.
There's a lot more fences.
Well,
yeah.
Luckily we know that there's going to be a biz and investment and construction coming up next.
Yep. Yep. I'm gonna take that 12 fence, 12 fence, 12 fence. I'm gonna take that 12 fence, 12 fence. Okay, I'm done. I'm gonna do that.
Are you really done?
No, never. Points Town. It's not gonna get as many points as my last couple streams.
Yeah, Ichiville is number 1, and your other towns are gonna be number 2.
Forever and always. So some of you may have seen on Twitter, we have a friend who adopted a cat, and it turns out that cat is pregnant. And they're gonna have 5 or 6 kittens soon. And they were like, "Do you want a kitten?" And we were like, "Ah!" Because we do want a kitten, but we don't want a kitten. Because Zena would not play well with a kitten. He's Googling things that he can put in jokes. Cool.
Mr. House.
Oh yeah, Mr. House.
Mr. House ran the strip
In Fallout
in New Vegas. In Fallout New Vegas. It was Mr. House.
756.
Mr. House.
Those are awful numbers. I'm going to make that 7 into... I'll just do the 5 straight up. And do a biz. Or not a biz, investment.
I'm going to make that 7 into a 5 and use it for the 2.
So, as you're playing along, just a reminder. If you haven't pre-ordered this game and you think that you might be interested, pre-orders close for Origins pickup at midnight tonight, but the pre-orders will stay open until we basically start shipping the game, which will be in June. However, today is the only day where Deepwater Games will be donating a percentage of the profits profits from today's pre-order sales to the National Alliance to End Homelessness, because it's a good cause, and I don't know why we wouldn't. So, okay.
Madbona got objective 3. Very nice.
For 7 points.
And the game ends as soon as one player gets all 3?
Yep. And then Madbona has her awesome link that she's running with.
8 Park!
Yep, 8 Park.
8 Park!
Oh, you needed 8 Park.
I needed 8 Park.
I need an 8 pool. What?
8 Park. Feel queasy. Send help.
I'm gonna do this 6, and I'm gonna do a biz with it. Losing points for bizzes. It's not worth it for me to do bizzes. Like, yeah, it's worth it. It's not worth it. I'm gonna do instead the 8 Park, I guess. No, I'll do the 8 housing increase thing. Okay. Up, 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 up. Boop.
Ooh, 4 temp.
Boop.
8 invest.
5 pool.
5 pool. That's not what I needed.
Well, I'll do that 4 temp, because why not?
I'm going to turn that 4 temp into a 3.
Turn that 4 upside down.
And I'll hire another temp. Oh, I got 6-6. I got objective 1 for City Xbox.
I haven't yet. I'm 2 houses away. 4 pool, a 1 fence, or a 12 invest. I am going to do the 4 pool.
I'm also going to do the 4 pool. And I'm going to do it there.
Crazy. Shenanigans.
Crazy Kairos, that's me.
That is you. I dropped a marker. Oh no.
Actually, no.
You can't do it. You wrote it. You wrote it. Just because this is erasable doesn't mean you get to undo your turn. Put the lid on.
See, you'll back me up on this, right?
Nope.
There's a Chewie in your future.
Alright. 10 invest, or a 2 park. Oh, yeah. Now you wish you could have undone it. Or a 2.
Because I realize if I did that, even if I can do business, I can't get enough parks in there. I'm in trouble.
Yep. Why did you do so many fences right here for level 1s?
Because they're worth 3 points each.
Oh. Okay. Normally I play with these decks a little bit more spaced out, but yeah. Putting Juju on that pool card. It's a 7 pool. Ooh, I will take that Juju. That's good Juju. I completed an objective. Finally, it's the number 1 objective.
I'm gonna do a 9 park.
Yay. Yay. The Juju works for me. Thanks, Charles. Did I build that pool? Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. I must have
Maybe
not.
you didn't, yeah.
I must have not.
My 12 does not have a pool, for what it's worth.
Yeah. Okay. We have a biz.
13 biz.
We have a park. And we have an invest. 13, 3, and 9.
Yeah, I'll do the 13.
That 3 park is
I'll
nice.
do a 4 biz. 4B. That's 1 biz for me.
None of your business. Charles got the 3rd objective. Woo!
Nice going,
Which,
Charles.
well, I could get, but
Yeah.
I want to do this more.
If anybody does ever get all 3, definitely let us know.
Yep. Well, so Charles and Madwona have played with me all 3 streams.
Okay.
So they know what's up.
They know.
They like this
The
game
draw.
so much. They've stuck around for 6 hours to play with me. Thank you, guys. Alright. 10 biz. 6 temp. And 7 temp.
It's
It's too high for what I want. Could do. I'm gonna do 6 right there. That's not a pool tiff, it's a temp. You're doing a temp, not a pool.
I'm gonna do the 7 temp and make it a 6. Use it a temp.
If you take a number, you have to take the action beneath it, right? No, you don't have to take the action beneath.
Yeah,
It's optional.
The action is a May.
The house is always required, but the bonus is always optional. But there's no reason to not hire temps. You don't have to modify the number, you just do it, so.
Oh, really? I thought you had to modify the number. Was
I
that
was-
another Sue's rule?
No, I don't know. That was corrected by the designer. See, it's looking at my toes again.
Very interesting. It's awesome when the designer pops in.
Mm-hmm. Especially when they're there for the rules explanation. Because then they teach me things. It's a page previous. What?
Right.
No, it's the page previous. Hey Kabuki! Welcome back! We're gonna do a bonus stream after this one, by the way. But at the top, maybe not at the top. We'll talk about it here in a minute. We're getting close, man. Getting close. Dude. Okay. 15 temp will not help me there. A 7 park pool will not help me there. Oh, snap. Did I just get... I think I just got a building permit refusal.
Wow.
I did. I did get a building permit refusal. It's Xena.
Xena, what do we need to build on the house before people can move in so they don't get rained on?
Yeah, a roof. You got it. You got it. Alright. I got a building permit refusal! It's so annoying! I have so many houses left. Alright. See, a 12. I can put a 12 there. So annoying. could do a 3. I'm like good now, but ugh. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Alright, I'm gonna do this 12. Fence. It's easy. Push your butt. I'm holding out to complete those, but I don't think I will. I don't think I'll be able. Just do this. Okay. Hey Mom Gamer, welcome back. All pools and parks on a street. It has to be the second street. That is a card. Did you do it? Did you do all the pools and parks on the second street? If you did, it's 8 points. Oh no, she did the first street. Whoops. Alright, I'm gonna have to...
The asterisk means advanced. That's fine. That is one of the advanced variant objective cards.
Yeah, so we're playing with an advanced variant objective card. That's why it's so hard.
Goodbye, Porch Panda.
Gotta reshuffle, reshuffle, reshuffle now.
Points town. They need to work on their jingle. Points town. Oh, hello!
You keep criticizing Pointstown, but you know, New Vegas isn't all it's cracked up to be. There's a lot of fallout between different...
Is there a lot of fallout between New Vegas and Old Vegas?
No, I was just gonna say between, like, the neighborhoods, the streets.
Mm.
I am not equally dividing these, because I don't think the game's gonna go that long. That is awful, and I get a building permit refusal. That is awful. Awful.
What is that, an 8 park? Gotta waste a park. I'll waste a pool. Oh.
Mad Bona got a permit refusal for me too. One more and the game's over.
What? Okay. Jeez.
I can do it! I can do it!
Tadpool!
Tenpool? Tadpool?
Tenpool.
Uh-huh. Tadpool? Is that what you said? I'm
I
gonna do a
almost covered
5.
up that
I don't know
spot.
if it's gonna be a park or a fence. I think it's gonna be a fence. Second refusal from Mad Bona!
Good job, Bob.
Bob got in
number
3.
3.
I'm 1 house away from N3. It's gotta be a 2 or a 3 though, so I don't think it's gonna work. And like, so many of us are close to a
Nice
third
job,
permit.
Chuck. Tenpool.
Alright. 1 park. 11 pool. 2 fence! Yes! I did not get a permit refusal. And I got objective number 3.
Oh, no.
Oh, I didn't mark my
No.
estates.
I get a permit refusal. That's my first one.
But I did, yay! So I get 7 points. I can't get this one.
Terrifying.
And then I have to put a fence someplace. Somewhere over the rainbow. I'm gonna do it here. Okay. Objective 1 for Mad Bona! 1 pool. Ooh, for 1 pool.
That's a tough one. There's not that many ones in the deck.
Yep. Alright, here we go. We have an 8 park.
Uh-oh.
A 6 fence. Or a 5 fence. And that, my friends, is the game.
No!
Because that is my 3rd permit refusal. The city don't want none of my shenanigans.
Okay, then I have to do this. I'm gonna do a 5. I'm gonna do a 5 fence. I'm gonna put it here, and then that will give me objective 3. Because 5, 2, 3, 5 for 7 points.
There we go. Bob screwed his one pull. He messed up his one pull.
Yeah, a one pull is tough. There's only like 2 1s in the deck, so you'd have to be real lucky.
Yep. Alright, so that's the game. So we're gonna do scoring. I'm gonna do scoring. What are permanent refusals on the scorecard? They're these hexes right here that are marked out on my card. That's what those are. Yep. Alright, we don't need these for in-game scoring, so I'm just gonna put these away, and then I'm gonna score my board so everyone can see, and also double check my math. Okay, so first things first is objectives. I did the first objective. I couldn't do the second one, I realized, and then I got the third, so I have 13 points from objectives. And then parks, I didn't do any for the first park. I have 0 points for that. I have 6 points for the second park, and then I have 2 points for the third park, so that's 8 points. So I am at 21 points so far. Then I have 17 points from pools, so that puts me at 38 points total.
Oh, I should have.
Then the question now is, how many constructive workers do you have? This will definitely be this will be available afterwards on YouTube, so you can play along, yeah, for sure. Zhang has 4 constructions, and Imhal has 3. Okay, I have 3, so right now 4 is the construction to beat.
I also have 4.
4 are park points correlated per street. They are.
Chuck has 5, very nice.
Chuck has 5. 5 is the number to beat. 5 is the number to beat. I think Chuck wins construction workers. Nope, he says he has 4. Never mind. Okay, so 4 is first place. So if you have 4 construction workers, you get 7 points. Put that down there. If you have 3 construction workers, you get 4 points. And if you have 3 construction workers, if you have 2 construction workers, does anybody have 2? If you have 2, that means you get 3rd place, and so you would get 1 point. But if no one has 2, that means 3rd place is potentially 1 construction worker. Da-da-da. I don't know. I don't know if anybody... What was 3? If you have 3, you get 4 points, because that was 2nd place. The internet, no one playing along seems to have 2 construction workers, but we'll say that 2 is 3rd place. If you are playing this afterwards on YouTube and you have 2 construction workers, give yourself 1 point. Okay, so then that puts me to 42 points. Now I'm going to talk about estates. So estates is pretty straightforward. So for each estate size, you just write how many of those you have. So I have 0 size 1 estates, so I just put 0. So I get 0 points from that. Look how easy that is. Then for size 2 estates, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, all the houses have to be filled in on them. Like, I made this one, but I never had a chance to fill it all in. So I have 4 size 2 estates, and I made them worth 3 points each. So that is 12 points, which brings me to 54 points.
Stately.
Then size 3 estates, I have 1, and they are worth 3 points. So that's 3 points for 57. Then size 4 estates, I have none of. So it's again 0 points. And then I have a size 5 estate. I have 1 size 5 estate. So that's 5 points. So I am at 62.
Oh, that's a nice way to do your subtotals.
Then I have size 6 estates. I have 2 of them, and I made them worth 12 points. So it's 24 points. So I am at 86 points going into the negatives. So, oh, Zhang ran out of battery on his phone. Nice. So I have, for bizzes, I get minus 3 points because I bizzed up. So that puts me at 83. And then I also had a lot of permit refusals and triggered the end of the game. So I lose 5 points. So I'm down to 78 points is my score.
Very nice.
So there we go. Woo!
That was a lot of fun. That was a good play along.
Okay. Hipster dad was too cool for this game. Nice. I like it. I just gotta put everybody's scores in BG stats. Okay. Nervenstein got 74. It looks like Zhang's winning. Oh no, I saw Steve's score. Alright, so Steve played with me. And
Alright, you got 78.
Zhang played with me. And then we had a bunch of anonymous players. Boop, 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 boop.
Very nice. 90 points. Awesome, Chuck. I got 91.
Oh, you just had to take it from him,
I
didn't
did.
you?
Sorry.
Chuck's had the worst score every game, and then like was doing great, and then you were just like, nope. Bob got 90. Very nice.
Nice job, Bob.
Very nice. And then Nerfenstein got 74, and then Madbona got 70, and then we have a 65 and a 83, and then me, I got 78. So yeah. Charles gets to add my 70 for a total of 1.
Yep.
Chuck and I teed out. Yep.
Yep.
There we go. And that's Welcome to!
Right. Thank you, everybody. That was a lot of fun.
That was good.
We've done a lot of large group games, a lot of play-alongs. This one, I feel, does have a little more meat than some of the other ones. Not that there's anything wrong with the other ones, but I enjoyed playing this as a larger group game.
I don't know, do you feel, so, like, seriously, do you like this or Castles of Burgundy more?
Oh, Castles of Burgundy, the dice game?
Yeah.
This one is more relaxed. Castles of Burgundy is like, of the 4 dice that were rolled, I can't make anything good. It's very tight.
It's tight. It's so much tighter.
I would have been okay, except I used that bonus. Like, This one is more, you kind of feel crunched towards the end of the game when you're running out of numbers.
But the crunch doesn't start at the beginning.
The crunch doesn't start at the beginning.
Yeah.
And in Castles of Burgundy, it feels very much like the crunch starts at the beginning. Like, a game of Castles of Burgundy reminds me of a game of Sagrada, where, like, you picked a really bad start.
Oh, yeah.
And you can't fill any of the dice in.
You're, like, in the
connect to
corner.
one
Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Just a reminder, because, marketing. You can pre-order this game now, and today is the last day for pre-ordering Origins pickups. We have to have those numbers so that we can have them like air faded and shipped to us. So, if you are going to Origins and you want it available if you want to pre-order it for pickup, go ahead and pre-order now at welcome2game.com. Otherwise, you can pre-order up to like mid-June, I think is when we're going to close down those pre-orders. So if you are still interested in the game, you can still order by then. And then otherwise, just a reminder, today is the day that Deepwater Games is going to be donating a percentage of all pre-orders made today to the National Alliance to End Homelessness. So if you have been interested in getting this game and you think it's a good idea, but you aren't really sure, today is the best day to pre-order it, because not only are you getting a great game, you are also helping a great cause. So you can go to welcome2game.com and just pre-order. And at the end of the day, or tomorrow, we're going to tally up how many sales happened today, and Nolan will, our CEO, Deepwater Games CEO, will make a donation to the National Alliance. So, yeah. Nice! Awesome. Trasho Rama's back!
Mad Bonus finds it's a combination of Castles Burgundy dice and Kyoko Avenue.
Oh, thank you, Charles! He's going to pre-order a second copy for the cause. Thank you.
Thanks, Charles.
Yeah. So yeah, but otherwise the game will be available if in stores in August. So this pre-order is just like an Origins early release limited print run thing. The major print run will be coming in August, and that's when it will go into distribution and stuff like that. That is Ace, yes. And yeah, so you can find out more about the game on welcome2game.com if you want more stuff. Otherwise, that was our primary stream tonight.
Yeah, this game is Ace.
This game is Ace, yes. I have played this game 3 times today, and I still would like to play it. So this is, I think, my most played game this is most definitely, well, Actually, I think maybe not. This is maybe my second most played game of 2018. My most played game, probably, actually, would be The Mind. Which we're gonna bonus stream!
Woo! Bonus stream! Spring break.
Bonus stream, welcome to. No, I'm not bonus streaming, welcome to. I'm bonus streaming The Mind. Hi, can you stop licking my toes, please? So yeah, we're gonna do a bonus stream of Cruel DeVille. I like it. Cruella DeVille.
Cruella
DeVille movie. Yeah, that's good. That's good. But yeah, we're gonna do a bonus stream tonight of The Mind, because I was like trying to think of like a small game that Steve and I know the rules to that we haven't streamed yet. And then I realized we have The Mind now.
Isn't the only way we can play it if we both try to think of a game that we know the rules to that's small, and we both have to come up with the same game?
You weren't here, so I was playing solo. So we're gonna play. Thank you, Madbona, so much for helping and modding with all these streams tonight.
Thank you, Madbona.
Seriously, you did awesome. So yeah, we're gonna shut down the stream. We're gonna continue racing our score sheets, and then I think, do you want to walk the doggos before the Mind stream?
I could. There's still a little bit of dice left. Yeah. And then we need to steal our spaceship back and fly away, or is that Thursday?
That's Thursday.
Okay, I get these streams confused sometimes.
Yeah, Thursday we're stealing our spaceship and getting back out of here. So yeah. Anyway, yes. Otherwise, we're gonna shut down the stream. I think we're gonna take the dogs for a quick spin around the neighborhood. So we're probably gonna be back at 9 o'clock, our time. So probably like 38 minutes. We'll be back with the bonus stream of The Mind. So that'll give us enough time to take the doggos for a spin and maybe whip up a thumbnail really quickly for The Mind, because I haven't done that yet. And then we'll be back.
I see bunnies in your future.
Yes, bunnies. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and watching. Sorry, like, the land animation's great and these markers are great, but like, you have to work on erasing. Woo! My carpal tunnel hurts. Thank you, Chuck and Madbona, for hanging out and playing with me on all the streams. I think you two were the only ones playing with me on the last one, but it was fun. We had fun.
There were 5 people watching.
Oh,
when I tuned in.
They were the only ones playing along, like telling stuff. So, yeah. Cool. We'll see you guys in like 30 minutes for The Mind. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Oh yeah, welcome to game.com.